Hello, it is Wednesday night. I'm so confused on the days and the times and the whatnots, but it is Wednesday night, and that does mean, my friends, it is time for Food Addiction Fair and Firm. And I am glad that Pinard's here and Bunny. Hi, it's really hard for me to see anything, so I'm just going to keep saying welcome, welcome, because I can't see over there. This bright light in my eyes is blinding me. But welcome, Food Addiction Fair and Firm. Tonight we're going to be doing something really important. So we're going to give everybody a little bit of time to join. Hello, Laura. Hi, Jeff Rogers. Are you healed up? Yvonne, hello. Those pictures of you, you are a beautiful woman. I love you for telling me to do yoga. I'm just saying, I'm so in love with yoga. Hi, Susan Ann. I went to a new yoga class tonight. Very cool. Okay, guys, we are going to work tonight together on your protection plan. Hi, Kelly. What exactly is a protection plan? Well, I believe that we all can run into trouble, right? When it comes to difficult areas, find ourselves eating things we don't want to, emotional eating, food addiction, those kinds of things. So we've been talking for months and months and months and months about ways to identify addiction, ideas for working through some of the deeper issues. All of those things will still pertain. But it's come to my attention. Hi, everybody. Welcome. It's come to my attention that people need a specific plan. Now, you know I come from a background of working in addictions, and I started in the area of alcohol and drug addiction, and then I've gone on to get other addiction certifications. Hey, welcome, everybody. So glad you're joining me tonight for Food Addiction Fair and Firm. I want to point out to you that I have this amazing t-shirt on. Can you read it? Perfectly Pretty as Is. Created and distributed by the one and only Miss Kelly Gunter, author of You Have Such a Pretty Face and creator of my very favorite water bottle, I kid you not. Now, I want you to know something before we get into the working on your protection plan. This past weekend, God, was it only this past weekend? Oh, it's been a busy couple of days. Some of us went to Orlando and we participated in hi, Nadia. Hi, Donna. I can't see over there, you guys. I'm just going to keep saying hi. Hi. Welcome. Thank you. But we went to the Southeast VSG Weight Loss Surgery Conference, and it was so amazing. There were so many great speakers, so many wonderful attendees, people that I have not met in person, but I have had a lot of contact with online, so it was really a pleasure for me to meet them. But I have had some comments since I've gotten back, and I just have to acknowledge these people because there are people who are making a difference out there, and I acknowledge you guys, same people all the time, but Yvonne, people from years and years and years are always asking about you. You've made such an impact in this community, and it wouldn't be the same without you. Laura Preston, those presentations you've been doing about Celebrate Vitamins have really got people talking. They're looking at the sheets that they have been given that Celebrate Vitamins made that takes whatever surgery you have had, compares it to the ASMBS guidelines for vitamin needs, and they are using that in ordering their vitamins, and I am so excited to hear about that. And Kelly Gunter, thank you for sharing your very difficult stretch lately because of vitamin deficiency with everybody, because you are teaching everybody a lesson through your experience, and it is important that they know that, so I appreciate that. And Dawn Hurlebus, I don't even know if you're here tonight, but I have had several people say, I got to get some more of those Slim Impressions. So very truly, I again thank you guys. And all of you who are out there sharing what we do with other people and taking the information that you're learning and passing it on, because that's how this goes, right? So thank you guys for all being part of this amazing community where we learn together, we grow together, and we share together. Now, tonight there's something important that we're going to work on together, and I definitely want you to share this, all right? I want you to share this with as many people as you know, because with this little tool, you can prevent some really distressing situations for yourself. So let's go ahead and get working on this. It is, like I said, a protection plan. And if you didn't get the email today, I am pasting right in here where you can go and download it right now. If you did not get, this is part 1 of a 4-part series. So you're going to want to be here, and you're going to want to make sure everybody else is here and that you have your sheet. Now, if you don't have a sheet, don't worry about it. You can sign up for it. You can go to that I just posted and open one up or download one. But we're going to work on this together, okay? Let me tell you why this is important and how you're going to use this. Well, you may tell me how you're going to use it, actually. But hopefully, you're going to use your smartphone to use your protection plan, okay? We're going to outline this. And yours is going to be unique to you, and it's going to be unique to everybody. Because your goals for doing this, your struggles, you may be a food addict, you may not be a food addict. You may be a physiological food addict where food just triggers something in your brain and you can't make clear decisions anymore. You may be an emotional eater, which I kind of think is kind of like a person who has a psychological food addiction, right? There's no biological need to feel normal with these chemicals in your brain, but there's a psychological need that you think, oh my God, I got to have this or I'm not going to be okay. So first and foremost, everybody, please hit your share button right now, because anybody you know who's struggling with food issues, it doesn't have to be a food addiction, can benefit from this. So everybody hit your share button and let's roll. The first thing that we got to do, and what we're going to spend tonight talking about, and remember, this is a 4-part series. So tonight we're going to talk about what is your purpose, your reason, your why for doing this weight loss thing and to begin with. Now, I don't care if you've had weight loss surgery. I don't care if you're losing weight through a fad diet, although it's, whatever. The fact that you're working toward better health and a better quality of life. At least I hope that's part of what you're going for here, okay? Get your sheet. And I call this first stage identifying your meaningful matters. We've gone through meaningful matters before on this program, but we're going to go through them again because this is absolutely your guidepost. This is your guiding light, your shooting star, your personal GPS, your North Star, your goals, your values, your vision, all right? And if you don't know where you're going, how the hell are you going to get there, right? So we got to know where we're going. So we're going to work on what I call meaningful matters. And the reason I call these meaningful matters is, surprise, surprise, because this is what's meaningful to you. This is what matters to you. This is why you're spending your time, your effort, your money, your energy on getting healthier. And if losing weight is part of that package of getting healthier, then that's part of the deal. Also, hopefully, learning to eat healthier foods on a more regular, more consistent basis is hopefully part of what you're trying to do too, to improve your health. Now, my goals for you, which are not necessarily the same goals you have for you, but what I'm going off of is that most people, and I'm not making this up, it's just based on my experience with people. Most people want a better quality of life, right? If you're overweight, if you've got comorbidities related to obesity, if you've got an addiction, if you've got an obsession with food or whatever it is, you want to have a better quality of life. Because if you're obsessed all the time with something, you're not fully present. You're not fully present in your conversations with other people. You're not fully engaged in your hobbies. You're not fully engaged in your children. You're not fully engaged in your spouse. You're not fully engaged in your work. You're not fully engaged in anything you do if half of your mind is constantly focused on, oh God, I can't believe I ate that. Oh God, I can't believe I ate that. Oh my God, what am I going to have for lunch? Oh my God, I skipped breakfast. I know I'm not supposed to skip breakfast. If your mind is half there, you're only half present with whatever else you're doing, okay? So I'm hoping that you want a better quality of life and you want improved health. Whatever else you want, yay, more power to you. But we're going to work together on this, all right? And I need your cooperation. So I need some comments going and I need some shares going to get people engaged in what we're trying to do here. We're going to do this on a piece of paper. But after you've had some time to sift through this and work through this a little bit on your own, and if you have questions about this or you're struggling with this after we're off this program, go to the Food Addiction Fair and Firm Facebook group and ask your questions. Get some ideas from other people. But after we do this on this paper, I want you to take your phone and I want you to write in your meaningful matters in a note or wherever you want to do it. If you want to put it under a contact and call it meaningful matters, I don't care, however you do it. You want to have access to this. You want to have ready access so when you're like, why bother? Why even bother? You can go, wait a minute, I have a protection plan that keeps me on track. So I'm going to look at, why am I bothering doing this? All right. So your meaningful matters are what's important to you in this process of your health and or weight loss and or recovery from food addiction, all right? So I tried to write this up in several different ways on this form because one of these may strike you as hitting home more than another one. Are you guys ready? Are you ready to do this thing? All right, here we go. Did you invite all your friends? Because they need to play too. All right. Now, before we do this, you know what I sound like? I listen to this radio show on the days I'm in Atlanta, and it's called, what the heck is it called? The Burt Show. And when they do the, good, I'm glad y'all are ready. When they do this, it's like what's going on in the entertainment world, and I can't remember the entertainment buzz. They always give you a little tip, a little hint, a little, nugget of what they're going to do, and then they leave and they come back. So that's what I'm doing. So before we go, identify your meaningful matters, I want to talk about motivation because the meaningful matters are truly your biggest source of motivation, all right? Now, maybe you've heard me talk about internal motivation and external motivation. Internal motivation, research tells us, is more powerful. It's more long-lasting. It comes from within. External motivation can be very, very useful, very, very helpful in getting us going. And a lot of times we start with external motivators, and that's okay. And it's really okay to have some of both. So examples of external motivation to lose weight. Now, you've all been there, right? Tell me what some of them were. Did any of you want to lose weight to fit into a wedding dress, maybe? I've seen that happen a few thousand times. Or what about, I just got noticed that I'm having my, I'm going to tell you how old I am here. I'm having my 40th freaking high school class reunion, right? And by God, I'm going. I don't really have any friends from high school, but I'm going. And so we want to lose weight to get into a dress, or we want to lose weight to go to the beach, or we want to lose weight because we're, all these people are going to see us and oh my God, we want to look our best. Those are external motivators, clearly, right? Or we want to do this, we want to improve our health because of our children, or we want to quit drinking because of our children, or we want to get help from this obsession and this addiction because our marriage is struggling. And my addiction is interfering in my marriage. Whatever it is, those are external motivators, right? Internal motivators. Things like, because I matter. I want to improve my health because I want to go across the ocean in an airplane. Or I want to go on a zip line. Or I want to live, I have good longevity in my family and I want to live up to my longevity. Or I have some projects that I want to do and I need to be alive to do them. Or I don't want to sit in my chair for the next 30 years. I want to be out there in the world walking about. Those are internal motivators. So we're going to work on both of those. They're both okay, but if you don't have any internal motivators, you want to work toward developing some, because external motivators are really short term. They'll get you going, and that's why people have been able to lose weight before. And a lot of times the goal is the stupid number. I have a goal. I'm gonna win this work competition for the most lost weight. I'm gonna win that goal. And they do it, and you do it, and you've done it. But then it's over. That's why the goal weight kind of scares me, because sometimes people are adjusted to the idea of getting to the goal weight. Well, the goal weight's not the goal. The goal is to live healthier and to live a fuller life and to be healthier. So, the goal weight, if that's the goal, when you reach it, then the game's over. Hence the regain. All right, so what are these meaningful matters and how do we determine them? Everybody got your sheet? All right. The first question is, what is important? What is meaningful? And what matters the most to you about your relationship with food? All right, think for a minute just about your relationship with food. If food were a person, if food were your friend, if food were your spouse, what kind of relationship do you have with it? Do you want to have an abusive relationship with a human being? I hope not. I hope you want to have a healthy relationship, one that has boundaries, one where there is mutual respect, one where there is time together and time alone. One where there is time when I'm thinking about you and time when I'm engaged in other things. A healthy relationship with food means things like, now this may not be for you, but these are examples, okay? So just pick things that I say or get ideas of your own from the things I say and start writing them in here, okay? What's important to you with your relationship with food? That it's healthy. We got to just define that, right? What's a healthy relationship with food mean? That I eat regular meals. So many people skip breakfast. Hello, you know this. This is not one of those things that if you knew better, you'd do better, because you know better. I don't care what ding-dang-dong diet you've been on. You have been told eat breakfast. It's researched, it's proven. Every medical weight loss program, every bariatric surgical program, every magazine article on weight loss says eat your breakfast. So you know better. Are you doing better? So a healthy relationship with food means I'm not skipping meals. Now you have to decide based on, your life. In my life, my healthy meals are very, very small. Like my breakfast, like 4 out of 7 days at least, are the little egg whites from Starbucks. There's 2 little egg whites, it's 170 calories, and it's almost all protein. It's egg whites and cheese and peppers, okay? So that's my meal, very small. For lunch, I may have a protein bar. Or for lunch, I may have a Greek yogurt. Or for lunch, I may have, those are pretty much what I eat for lunch, or a couple hard-boiled eggs. Or those are pretty much what I eat for lunch. But it's a small meal. Then for dinner, I'm going to have some meat, some grilled meat or some baked meat, and some vegetables. Now, because my meals are so small, sometimes I may, if I get hungry, I may have a Greek yogurt or I may have half of a protein bar before I go to bed. Even if it's right before I go to bed, I'll have a Greek yogurt. So you have to decide, are you eating substantial 3 meals and you don't need any snacks? Or are you going to build snacks into that? So a healthy relationship with food, whatever that looks like for you, may be different than what it looks like for me. A healthy relationship with food, does it include snacks? Does it not? Does it include simple carbs? Does it not? Does it include simple carbs once in a while? Does it not? Does it include sugar? Does it not? You have to decide what is most important, what is most meaningful, and what is truly where you want to be in terms of having a healthy relationship with food. I eat some junk food. Sometimes I'll have a cookie every day. Usually I have a Lindt ball at the end of the evening. You know, one little candy ball and I'm good. Now, some people can do that safely, others can't. You have to know you. So if you eat one little piece of candy and it starts these cravings, if you've got a physiological addiction to food, and sugar is one of those things, that's not a very good thing in terms of your relationship with food. You may have to have a relationship with food that is sugar-free, simple carb-free. You decide, all right, what's important? Now, before I go on to the next thing, do you have any questions? I have one. Have you invited your friends? Are you sharing? My girl, Laura Preston, says sharing is caring. All right, guys. Y'all there? All right. Any questions? I can almost read this. Going on. Moving on to the next thing. Meaningful matter. Here's a different way to say it. What is important, meaningful, and matters the most to you about losing weight? So maybe you really want to lose weight. I want to lose weight because I want to get rid of comorbidities. It's important to me. It matters to me to have a healthy body. And losing weight will give me more of a healthy body. It's important to me to lose weight because I want to fit into normal size clothes. That's important to me. Maybe it seems like an external motivator, and maybe that isn't an external motivator. That's okay, as long as you've got some intrinsic or internal motivators as well. I want to lose weight because I want to be able to run and play with my kids. I want to lose weight because I want to fit on the rides at Disney World. I want to lose weight because I want more energy. I want to lose weight because I want extended longevity, right? So what is meaningful to you about losing weight? What matters the most? Doesn't have to be one thing. It can be 12 things, right? All right, we doing good? As my granddaughter would say, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Everybody good? All right, let's see. All right, I'm trying to read that. That's why I'm covering this slide. All right, everybody good? Thank you for sharing, guys. I really do appreciate that. Can you count shakes as a breakfast meal? That's up to you. If it's a protein shake, and that's going to mean you put something in your belly for breakfast, I'm okay with it. But I don't know your physical history. I don't know your biology. I don't know your health conditions. So I would talk to your RD about that and find out, is this a good idea for me? A lot of RDs want you to eat real food. But if you're not going to eat anything, it makes more sense to me. But I'm not an RD, I'm not a registered dietitian, so I can't answer that for sure for you. But I would get that information from a registered dietitian who knows your history. All right? So very good, guys. Awesome. All right, let's move on. These are all the same question, but I don't know which one hits closest to home for you. So now, there's losing weight and then there's maintaining a healthy weight. Maybe you've already lost as much weight as you want to or you care to, and it's good enough. Or maybe you want to think a little bit ahead. I'm still in the losing process, but once I get there, game is not over. So what is important to you about maintaining a healthy weight? Maybe you yo-yoed in the past and you don't want to have anything to do with that anymore. I don't blame you, right? We want to maintain this healthy weight. Dieting is a lifestyle of the past. Let's get rid of that. Let's do living fully as a lifestyle, meaning doing the things you want to do and engaging in them with your whole body, your whole mind, your whole spirit, not half of it over here in Dietville, all right? So what is important to you about maintaining a healthy weight? Staying off the medications, having that sustained energy, continuing to experience more of life that I didn't get to experience before. What's important to you about sustaining a healthy weight? Being free from that insanity that is yo-yo dieting? All of these things may be part of what's important to you, may be meaningful to you, may matter to you. All right, let's move on. Now, this is for those of you who seriously have a food addiction, all right? What is important or meaningful or matters the most to you about abstaining from, and I left a blank. Do you need to abstain from sugar? Do you need to abstain from any baked good? Do you need to abstain from anything that is made from white flour? Do you need to abstain from any starchy food? Do you need to abstain from the freaking Food Network? Do you need to abstain from, I'm working with a woman, love her, and she, oh my God, is kicking butt, by the way. I just want to say. She wants to abstain from television because she is emotionally addicted to television, watches about 8 hours a day of it, or has in the past, but is no more. And I want you to understand that the things that you're doing in terms of writing your meaningful matters in terms of your food or your weight or weight maintenance, you can do this with every area of your life. And I highly encourage you to do that, right? Laura Preston talks about 7 keys. There are other people who talk about pillars. There are other people who talk about, I call them, centers, your centers of life. You have different centers of life. You've got a physical, a spiritual, an emotional, a cognitive, a work, an educational, relationships. You've got all these different areas of life. If I haven't welcomed you, welcome. And if I haven't thanked you, thank you for being here with us. I was going to play movie trivia tonight. You guys want a little pause before we get back to the thing? All right, ready? Get your hands on the fingertips. I hope you have a good sense of humor with me, all right? What movie is this from? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm going to say a line from a movie. And for some reason, I was thinking about this on the way home. Here we go. What movie is this line from? I'm Colin. Colin Frizzle, God of Sex. Who knows the movie? Colin. Colin Frizzle, God of Sex. Who is saying it? Who's saying the movie? Hi, Jessica. Dun, 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 dun. I don't have a prize, but does nobody know my movie? All right, let's see if I can come up with another one. You don't know Colin Frizzle, God of Sex? Oh my God. You guys, let's see, I'll sing. Maybe you'll get it this way. I don't know. Maria doesn't know my movie. All right, let's try it this way. Oh God, what's that song? All right, it's a Christmas movie. I'm going to give you a clue. It's a Christmas movie. It's my favorite one. Everybody meets at the airport. Oh, gosh. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to think of this song. It's Christmas. Oh, if you really love Christmas, let it snow. If you really love Christmas. I can't think of the tune. All right. Fine. Do another one. No, I don't know any other ones, Yvonne. It is Love Actually. Love Actually. Love Actually. Does not anybody love Love Actually? Do you love Love Actually? I'm going to have to pick better movies. If you don't know Love Actually, go watch it and look for Colin Frizzle, God of Sex. He's going to the United States. Love Actually. Oh, God. Okay, friends, back to my... I'm so distressed. Okay. Back to the sheet. Part 1 of 4 parts. All right? So here's how you use this. Why is it important to abstain from maybe sugar, or maybe from simple carbs, or maybe from all baked goods? Because you lose your freaking mind when you eat them, right? Maybe you really lose control when you eat those things and you find yourself maybe not binging, but maybe binging, or just the cravings for more of that kind of thing starts, and you start falling off that wagon of healthy living and healthy eating, and before you know it, you're in a full-fledged relapse. I'm calling this a protection plan. It's protection from relapse. It's protection from emotional eating. It's protection from falling off the wagon. It's protection from going somewhere I don't think you want to go, right? So we're going to work on this. We're going to work on this for the next 4 weeks. Now, after you've determined what your meaningful matters are, and you've written all those things out, Maybe you can condense them into one sentence like, having a healthy relationship with food and maintaining a healthy weight is really important to me. What matters to me about that is I want to live fully and experience all of life and live as healthy as I can for as long as I can. So maybe that sums it up. That's my one sentence that sums up my why. This is my vision, my guidepost, my values, my roadmap. Now here's how you use this. You get this on your phone, and when you're going, I want this or I want that, oh my God, that looks good, or I'm going into the grocery store and I know that's a dangerous place for me, or I'm going into the break room and I'm sure that they brought some food in there today and that's a dangerous place for me, or I'm going to a birthday party and that's a dangerous place for me. Here's what you do, and you write this question right down there along with it, okay? Will eating the movie popcorn, or will eating birthday cake, or will splurging on, sugar one day a month move me closer to or further from what I have said matters to me? Not what Connie said matters to her. Not what my doctor says matters to her or him. Not what my spouse says matters to her or him. What matters to me? And I've already identified what matters to me. So now I'm not saying, like, if I eat my one little candy chocolate piece every day, that's not going to move me further from where I say I want to be, because it doesn't change anything in my life. I don't go off the rails and go, oh my God, why did I do that? I've lost my mind. Oh my God, now I'm going to beat myself up for the next half hour. If you can do that and it doesn't move you off your rails, do it. If you eat a piece of candy or a piece of cake, or you binge on popcorn, or you whatever it is for you, and it sends you off the rails, that's when it's moving you further from where you say you want to be. If healthy eating includes a balanced diet for you, and if a balanced diet includes mashed potatoes once a week and fried chicken once a week, and you're staying level with your weight where you want to be, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those slippery slopes that cause problems for you. So if you eat and you're in an emotional state, is this going to move you closer to or further from where you say you want to be? So let's walk through this just a little bit more in detail. Let's say you're an emotional eater and you feel yourself getting really angry at work. I got really upset today, actually. Today I felt angry when Steve and I were having a discussion. I was driving, and somehow it slid into politics a little bit. I struggle a lot with people that are very adamant about their politics, not about being adamant about their politics, but being very judgmental about people with other opinions. And Steve can tend to be that way a little bit. So I was saying, it's frustrating to me, whatever. So anyway, after I got off the phone, I started getting angry inside about all the political animosity and the judgment. And so I was really angry. Now, if I'm an emotional eater and I'm already feeling angry and I turn to something for food to comfort me, to calm me down, well, maybe I eat the food, maybe I'm no longer angry, but I'm really upset and devastated and, angry with myself now because look what I did. All right. So that's not going to move me closer to where I want to be. Now, if I have my dinner and I have my one little piece of candy, that's not moving me off my rails. So please understand what I'm saying. All right. But if you're going to do something that is dangerous, if you've been sugar-free for 3 months or 2 days or whatever it is, and you see that thing you want, and you know what happens to you when you give in to sugar, it's not pretty. If you eat that, is it going to move you closer to or further from where you say you want to be? And if the answer is it's going to move me further from, then you might want to do something like call somebody and say, help, I'm drowning, or help, I'm really feeling like I want to give into this. Can you help me? This is the first step, all right? This is not the be-all and end-all. However, this two-part step right here, understanding what your meaningful matter is or are, and asking that question, will it move me closer to or further from, can be an amazing tool in and of itself. If it doesn't work for you all the time, that's okay. Nothing works for me all the time, but maybe this will work for you some of the time. The thing that's important about this is the first part of your protection plan, and you've got to use it. You've got to have it somewhere that's accessible, and we've got accessible all the freaking time now, right? We have it all the time because almost all of us have a smartphone. So make this accessible to you and get into the habit of reminding yourself every day of what your meaningful matters are in relation to food, or in relation to abstinence, or in relation to weight loss or weight maintenance, right? And then have the question nearby. So just try to get into the habit of, start your day and end your day with this. Start your day and end your day with this. And when you find yourself in situations during the day, please try to remember to turn to it, right? This is the first part. There are going to be 3 more parts to this protection plan that we're going to go over in the next 3 weeks. So you are not going to want to miss this, right? Did anybody go download my movie yet? I hope you guys watched that this weekend. Adulting is hard. Darn right, adulting is hard. Yes, and adulting is one of the steps in the protection plan. All right, so we're working toward protecting you from relapse, protecting you from being active in an addiction, protecting you from emotional eating, protecting you from stinking thinking, because if you're using this, your thinking is going to be more positive and more helpful. Kelly, I love this shirt, because we as pretty ladies and gents, just the way we are, right? Okay, I hope this was helpful, yeah? Is on Netflix. Watching it later, yay, Nancy! You tell me if you don't love that Colin Frizzle, God of Sex. Adorable little accent. All right, my friends. So this was fun for me. I'm going to think of a better movie quote next time. We used to do movie trivia at the end of all of my group therapy sessions. It was really fun. That's back in the day when I used to love movies. Now I don't even watch them anymore. Anyway, who's got time for that? Not me. It's not on my list. All right, guys. What time is it? 9:37. All right, I'm going to let you go because I have overstayed my welcome in your world. I thank you again for spending your time with me. Remember, this will be posted. I've not been good about putting these on YouTube, but I'm going to do that this weekend. And they will still be on this Facebook, my Facebook page. So if people missed it, encourage them to come on here and watch. Encourage them to go on and download Part A of the protection plan. Work on it in your support groups. Work on it in your small groups. Work on it in your family. I don't care. Just work on it. Work on it with your mentor, your sponsor, your blah, 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 and your besties. Thanks. I will see you next week. And watch for other great lives. I know Laura's doing some, Kelly's doing some, Dawn's doing some. A lot of people are doing some really great lives. So keep learning. Take your vitamins. Wear your shapewear. Read Yvonne's blogs. Just immerse yourself in healthy living. All right, guys. I will see you probably before next week. Live well. Your health, your responsibility, this day and every day. Good night.